Pour ne rater aucune de nos vidéos, n'oubliez pas de vous abonner et d'activer la cloche.
My name is Chris Smalls. I am from Hackensack, New Jersey, and I'm the president of the Amazon Labor Union based out of Staten Island, New York City. I started at Amazon back in 2015, became an entry-level picker, working at my first building in EWR 9, Carteret, New Jersey. Worked hard for my first year, got promoted up to a process assistant, better known as an assistant manager. My job was the outbound PCF department. We're responsible for picking customers' items in a timely manner. Some of the working conditions at Amazon are really terrible. These buildings are 1 million square feet. They're the size of 14 NFL football fields. You're walking on your feet long hours, 10, sometimes 12 hours a day, not even including your commute and not being able to have a voice when things are rough. So I used to tell my new hires, if you have a gym membership, you might want to cancel it. You're going to be doing calisthenics, and I've seen a number of injuries that happen on a daily basis at this company. During COVID, it was a life or death situation. Me as an assistant manager, I was told by upper management not to tell the employees underneath me that people were coming to work positive. That right there I couldn't stand with, so I led a walkout on March 30th, which cost me my job.
That's right, tell the truth. Tell the truth.
I was fired in 2020, 2 hours after that walkout. A week later, Jeff Bezos himself, who was the richest man in the world at the time, making $13 billion a day, decided that he wanted to smear myself, calling me not smart or articulate, also to make me the face of the whole unionizing efforts against Amazon. From that moment, it motivated me to create a nonprofit organization called the Congress of Essential Workers, which we took this organization and protested in front of every Jeff Bezos mansion that we could find from the East Coast to the West Coast in America. When we came back, we decided that we wanted to unionize in Staten Island after a failed attempt in Alabama. So from that moment forward, we became the Amazon Labor Union. The Amazon Labor Union is the first union in American history for Amazon workers. We represent 8,300 members. In order for us to get this union, it wasn't easy. We had to go through a tremendous battle against the company. They spent $14.2 million trying to stop us from forming. And the Amazon Labor Union, we represent Amazon workers no matter what building you're in. We're all Amazon workers, and we felt as an independent grassroots worker-led movement that this was the best way to protect ourselves. So for the Amazon Labor Union to be 1 year in, this movement is continuing to grow. We're now expanding across the country, and we have other campaigns that are launching this year as well. Fundraising for the Amazon Labor Union hasn't been easy. Because we're grassroots, we do not have a contract. So we rely on the community, the people around us, our family, our loved ones, our neighbors. We form a public support campaign that has been sustainable. We love the fact that we're grassroots and we're able to fundraise in various ways. But we know that ultimately we want a contract where we're going to be able to sustain ourselves financially and also support other campaigns on the ground as well. Public support has been great. One reason why I'm out here in Europe and out here in France and out here in other countries, from Cuba to London to Canada to Latin America, is because I want to make sure that the fundraising is not just one aspect, but the solidarity behind it is also following hand in hand. It was extremely hard to convince workers, especially in a country where union density is less than 6%. The education piece was missing. We had to educate a lot of our workers for a large portion of our campaign. And of course, Amazon spending $14.2 million on union busting, putting workers in captive audiences, having union busters being paid $10,000 a day to walk around spreading anti-union propaganda 24/7. There was no way we can match that type of money, match that type of power. So for us, the only thing that we could rely on is people power, bringing people together, meeting them where they at, earning the trust, and building relationships with all the workers that we met. We spent over 300 days at the bus stop right outside the building that I was fired in order to become successful. Amazon is the biggest anti-union company, at least one of them in the world. And of course, they continue to fight back against us every single day. Hasn't stopped yet. They have that at their expenses and their resources all the time. But beyond that, their biggest threat is to create the doubt, create fear, continue breaking the law. The laws in our country are very outdated. They're not really strong laws for working class people. And Amazon exploits that. They know that the legal system is slow. They know that the NLRB process is very slow. And for them to break the law and get slapped on the wrist, there's no accountability. So we're fighting back against not just Amazon, but we're fighting back against all these different systems and entities, from the NYPD to landowners to the government. And we also have to be aware of Amazon's surveillance as well. You know, Amazon have a way of surveilling and tracking workers and controlling that amount of data and power is very dangerous. So for us, once again, with all the odds against us, the only thing that keeps us going is the people around us and the people in our community. ALU has gained a number of successes since we won our campaign. We have drafted bills, New York State bills, that have helped workers, and not just Amazon, but all warehouse workers, called the Warehouse Protection Act. We pretty much abolished the rate system in Amazon. So if you're an Amazon worker in New York State right now, you're not to be held accountable for productivity. You're allowed to go to the bathroom, the restroom, as many times as you please. And there's now transparency on your productivity so that management cannot just reprimand you without an explanation. And we also have created and also been the first union to have national agreements against Amazon with the NLRB process, forcing the company to be held accountable with sanctions, with different complaints from the NLRB, and also an agreement that allow us to organize on and off the property as well. And there's going to be more to come. We're working on other bills that revolve around temperature, bills that revolve around safety, and bills that revolve around raising the minimum wage in the state level. Part of the reason why I'm out here is because I see Amazon Labor Union growing, not just nationwide, but internationally as well. I know when you're talking about a company like Amazon that's worldwide, it's going to take international solidarity to bring the company to the table. And all of us, whether you're here in France, whether you're in Germany, whether you're in the UK, whether you're in Canada, whether you're in America, all of us deserve a fair contract and a better contract with higher wages, better benefits. Because no matter where we're at in the world, it's the same struggle, same fight, same reality that these workers are living, grievances that these workers are going through every day. So for us, the Amazon Labor Union, even though we're one building, the plan is to grow nationwide and also internationally as well.
You will be at La Fête de l'Humanité on September 16th and 17th. What will you be doing there and where are you going?
Well, my first time, and I'm gonna call it the Party of Humanity. You know, I am very honored to be a part of this event. Very powerful opportunity for me to spread the message, to gain solidarity and support from the people of France, from the unions, especially here, who have unions in Amazon warehouses for over 10 years. Actually, I believe it's their anniversary today. So for us, this is a historical, powerful moment for labor, especially in the U.S. for Amazon workers. We're going to try to, once again, form an international coalition that is going to take on the company. I'm really excited to be here. I had a great time during this visit and journey, and I'm hoping and looking forward to what's in store for the future. My message to Jeff Bezos is always going to be the same. You know, it's never going to be Amazon versus Chris Smalls. It's going to be Amazon versus the people, and you got to do right by the people because we're the ones who put you in that position.